my veggies? My name is VTR and welcome back to another movie review, and today we're going to be reviewing, finally I'm getting around to actually seeing this movie, Evil Dead. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm just now getting around to seeing this movie. I've seen bits and pieces and kill counts and things like that, but it's the first time I've actually sat down to watch the film. And my goodness, am I confused? Intrigued? Confused? But enjoyed it? This movie is held in high regard as a horror classic of the genre. It's kind of the starter of a bunch of different tropes, and this movie is done on a very small budget. And for what it's given, they're able to make something interesting. The acting can be very spotty at points. The makeup work is pretty good for the budget they had. The acting is probably one of the weaker parts. There's plenty of blood in this. If you're a gorehound, like lots of blood, there's plenty of that in here. Some iconic scenes that you've seen referenced in other things, like the Necronomicon, I think that's how you say it. So much iconic stuff has been parodied, referenced, and so much to do with this movie. And it's just over the top silly sometimes. And I don't think that was intentional, obviously, but it's definitely silly. Like, it comes across unintentionally silly. I don't know why, but it's very silly. Like, I don't know if that was intentional to be silly or anything along those lines. I don't know if that was the intention. If it was meant to be silly, great. If it wasn't meant to be silly, still great. Because I got a good laugh out of some of the random parts, and I watched it with my buddy Sam, and he seemed to enjoy this as well. This movie is something unique, and and definitely some of the camera movements are some of the best parts of the movie. There's one scene that I will never forget. The tree scene, what happens with the tree, and what it does to someone. I don't even know. That will never leave my brain. And that's weird. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in a horror movie. But at the same time, it's funny a little bit. I don't know why I think of it like that, but I do, and it's really freaking weird that I do. But the movie is done in such a different way to most of the horror movies I've seen, so it's very unique. Even though this is like the front runner of some of the genres we've seen, it's very different. And it's very enjoyable from what I've been able to witness. Now, like I said, the acting can be pretty spotty at points. Some of the dialogue doesn't really hit. I really couldn't tell you anything about the characters. Like, they very much forgot much about them. All I know is that Ash, I know about him. But, like, everyone else is like, I forgot them. Like, I legit forgot about them and, like, could not remember their names or anything like that. Like, they're just forgettable. And they wind up, the way they handle I guess she's said possessions work in this is very interesting. The makeup on that is also very interesting. I've seen some very interesting takes on things like this afterwards that failed to capture what this movie did. Don't get me wrong, I don't think this movie is a masterpiece amongst anything at all. I don't think it's that good. But I still enjoyed it. I had fun with it. But it's also one of those movies where I'm sitting there and thinking, like, was this supposed to be this way? Because a lot of the stuff feels off about this movie. It feels pretty off in my opinion. And maybe it's the budget constraints, maybe it's the acting, maybe it's just the fact that it's something I haven't seen. But this movie feels very off to me for some reason. But that doesn't make it bad. Like, it's very strange, but also very interesting at the same time. And I don't really know what else to really say. Like, I know this review is kind of short, but I'll give it a solid 3 out of 5. And I don't really know what else to say. There's not really much more for me to say about this movie. I don't know. I know my reviews have been a little lacking in length lately, and I'm sorry about that. But I don't really know what else to say about this movie, to be honest. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of Evil Dead. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!